Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Saltus Washington trip 2017. My name is Mr. Scott. I'm going to be the trip leader, and I'm going to take you through a few really important things you need to know on this trip. There's a total of 41 students going, and we have 6 awesome chaperones who will be working alongside with us, and we expect that this is going to be an excellent excursion for all of our students. So the students have been able to choose a roommate of their own on their own, and then they've paired themselves up with 2 other roommates, and we've connected them with another room. So altogether there will be groups of 8, and each teacher is going to be assigned to 2 of those groups to parent while on the Washington trip. We'll also have a tour guide by the name of Ms. Donna Heckler. She's going to provide some additional guidance for us. She will be our tour guide, taking us in and around the Washington, D.C. area. She's an excellent lady, really knows her stuff, and she's going to give us a great time. Ladies and gentlemen, regarding documentation, if you are traveling on a British passport, you must have an ESTA waiver. It is required to enter the United States. You can get the waiver online. It costs about $14. If it costs any more than that, you probably have the wrong one. So you definitely need that. Please make sure that you have all documents ready and prepared by Wednesday, March the 8th. No later than that, please. And also make sure that all the documents have the same name. Some additional documentation that we're going to need are your re-entry permits and documents. We're going to need original copies of that, okay, not photocopies, but original copies, and we must be able to prove our right of entry when we return back home to Bermuda. Okay, there needs to be at least 3 months on the passport. I've already asked for 6, and do that as thoroughly as you can, please. Thank you. Expired, you simply need to get a new one. Please do that as soon as possible. Most folks have already done it, so we thank you for that. When it comes to packing, the weather in Washington can actually be quite changeable this time of year. We've had some really cold days in Washington, having been on this trip in the past. So please make sure that your child has a jacket, and it's always a good idea to check the weather before we leave on a trip. Thank you. So there's an art to packing. This is what I like to call the art of the Ziploc bag. You want to use 2-gallon Ziploc bags to pack your daily items with your child. So you take your 2-gallon Ziploc bags and you can designate the daily items that they are going to need while on the trip. So all of Monday's items, all of Sunday's items, all of Tuesday's items, they are all together in one bag so that the students can just pull out of their bag the items that they need for the next day, and they are good to go. The other thing that it does is that it helps us to be able to partition the dirty clothes from the clean clothes. So you can pull out the clean clothes and put the dirty clothes back in. One other thing that we want to mention is that you need to pack with your kids so that they know the things that belong to them. That is always a great benefit. 1 suitcase and 1 backpack, please. With electronics, ladies and gentlemen, we're permitting students to bring a basic iPod or a basic DS, or even a basic digital camera with them, okay? However, they do so at their own risk. So they need to be responsible for whatever they bring along with them. No DVD players, no cell phones, none of those items, nothing that can connect to the internet. So that includes things like iPod touches or any other devices that have a capability of connecting to the internet. They are not allowed to bring those items. We want them really to take in the moment and really experience that together. We as teachers will have iPads that we will share with our groups and allow them to take pictures and selfies on. And eventually, we're going to share all of those pictures with you as well. When it comes to their own items, nothing that connects to the internet, please. The first form we want you to take note of is the Saltus Combined Consent and Medical Form. This is a form that we use here at Saltus, and it'll be for our use primarily. The other form is a very important form. It is not a Saltus form. It is a ETC form, and it is called the Emergency Treatment Form. Okay, this form needs to be notarized, please. You can get it notarized by a lawyer. You can do so on your own. You can feel free to go ahead and get that form notarized. But on Wednesday, March the 8th, Mr. Chris Swan, who is a lawyer and a parent of one of our students, he is going to be available to notarize those documents for us. So what you will need to do is you will simply need to fill out the form, leave it unsigned, make sure you have 2 pieces of ID, then Mr. Swan will notarize it for you. You will sign it in front of him. Mom and Dad need to be present, and he will be able to notarize for us, and that will take care of that. Okay, so that's on Wednesday, March the 8th. Please be prepared to have that form notarized. Thank you. Please make sure, ladies and gentlemen, that you take the opportunity during that meeting to speak with your child's chaperone about any medical concerns that you have. If you need to send some medication, that's quite common, not a problem. Just make sure that the items are very clearly labeled and make sure that the meds have the name and the dosage on them that need to be given, and you can pass that on to your chaperone at the airport, having given them a heads up on Wednesday, March the 8th. Also, if there are any other concerns that you might have, things like food allergies or sleepwalking or any other concerns, please make sure that you take care of that. Maybe have a quick conversation with your child's chaperone. ETC is going to be our tour company. ETC stands for Educational Travel Consultants. They are the providers who will send a commissioned Miss Donna Heckler to be with us. They're going to take care of our tour guide. They're also going to take care of our security. They're going to provide changes in the schedule if necessary, if we need to make another move or if we need to adjust our schedule, as often happens in travel. They will help us do that. They've already arranged hotels for us and taking care of security and dinner. And also things like security in the hotel as well, they've also taken care of for us. As a part of that, security will be available from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning, and they will be in the hall of each and every hotel that we visit just to make sure that things are safe and secure for all of our students. So they take care of that for us. I just also want you to know that security guards will not be entering our student rooms at any time. Only chaperones will do that when necessary, but they will be on site just to provide an additional layer of security. In addition to that, we're going to make sure that our students carry emergency contact cards that they're going to wear every day. They're also going to wear their hats every day, and they're also going to wear their red Saltus hoodies every day for easy identification. So we'll be able to pick our Saltus students out no matter what museum or airport we're in. We'll be able to keep track of them without any incident or accident. This will be really helpful for us. I already mentioned that ETC is going to provide security guards in our hotels each night. We just want to assure you that your your sons and daughters will be supervised at all times. They will never be left alone. So that's just all part of our safety and security policy for this Washington trip. Students look forward to having their own money and being able to spend their own money. So this is how this works. Please make sure that you provide for us US dollars only. If you can do so, please provide small bills. That will be very helpful. And ladies and gentlemen, please make sure it's a maximum of $200. Okay, now chaperones will keep the money safe for them, and the chaperones will distribute that money for them daily. Students will have the opportunity to shop at Walmart, but if they would like to pick up something at a gift shop, that will totally be up to them. And we'll advise them and instruct them accordingly. But they have the autonomy, so to speak, to spend some of their own money, and I know they look forward to that. Okay, now if you could have that money available for us, anything that you're going to send, you don't have to send $200. You could choose to send less, that's fine, but please have it available for Wednesday, March the 8th as well. Thank you so much. The packed itinerary, lots of things going on. We got the Jefferson Memorial visit. We'll check out the mall. We're going to check out a number of different museums, including the Air and Space Museums. We're going to have a White House photo shot. We're going to visit the Lincoln Memorial and the Capitol building. All kinds of great things. We got a packed schedule, and our students are going to love it. They love it every single year. It's a great schedule. While we're actually in Washington, D.C., one of our first stops is the White House photo shot opportunity. That's where we are going to send you a photo. I'll be updating photos of all of our students outside the Capitol building or outside the White House, checking out the Smithsonian museums, checking out the monuments. I'll be updating those photos regularly. After that, we got a road trip, 3 hours on our way to Virginia. We're going to check out Jamestown settlement and learn about the importance of Bermuda's role in that Jamestown settlement. So in the Jamestown settlement, they're going to learn the importance of Bermuda's role in the Jamestown settlement. These are great museums because they are living and active museums. They're going to have learn some great historical pieces about that, take some great pictures, and check out the deliverance and the patience, and learn all about Bermuda's role in the establishment of the Jamestown settlement. Also going to check out Yorktown and learn some great pieces of American history, hear some cannons being fired, learn some great stuff at Yorktown. and then we'll be on our way to Williamsburg. Now in Williamsburg, that's another live active museum. It's a real city that's kind of set up just like it was in those times, and we're going to learn lots of great historical pieces about Williamsburg and that settlement and its success and everything that it took to make it thrive. Back on time to we'll be on our way home back to Bermuda. So the one thing we're asking is that you be on time to pick up your child. Our touchdown flight is going to be at 8:55. So about 9 o'clock you need to be at the airport to welcome your son or daughter back with open arms. I know that you will miss them by that time. I can guarantee you that they will miss you as well. And as much as they like all of our awesome chaperones, they'll be ready to leave our chaperones and head back into the loving arms of mom and dad. And guess what? I think the chaperones will be ready to release them to you as well. So you want to be on time at 8:55, 9 o'clock at the Bermuda airport. Thank you. So ladies and gentlemen, Wednesday, March the 8th is the date that you need to keep in mind. If you have any questions ahead or even after that, please feel free to email us and we'll be happy to help you. Just keep in mind that the Wednesday, March the 8th meeting is going to be from 5:30. Thank you so much. So that's all, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this video. Hopefully this information will be of benefit to you. This is the same PowerPoint that I'll be showing and discussing with you on Wednesday, March the 8th. Just wanted to give you a quick heads up and give you an idea of what you can expect. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Trust that you have a good evening or afternoon whenever you're watching this video, and we'll see you on Wednesday, the 8th of March. Take care.
That's all, folks.